I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything yet. Ow!
Oh man.
Woo! Welcome to the craziness. Look at all the peoples. Janelle. Janelle found her way. Thought she went to the Facebook Live in the other direction.
What?
Remember in Texas when you got us lost?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That was.
Oh, we should add this. Brand new to the list. Top 22.
Yeah. No, good idea.
I'll let
I
you add
forgot
that
about
on. It don't go anywhere, Janelle. We'll have to tell that story. Sammy, Scuba Steve, Brian. What's up,
What up?
brother? Mark, what's up, brother? Mark. Dana, Teresa, everybody's in there. Pour yourself a drink, sit back, have fun, because it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be the best hour and
Oh, we
ever.
never have fun. We never have a good time.
Kristen,
We're all business. No play.
you got the mute with you? What's up, Alyssa? Blue. Saboyan Shabama Shamama Shavan. Scott, brother. Matherly's. Lisa Wilson. Look at all the people, man. Woo! Eric Buckles, what up?
All the people.
Blow hose in the house.
Oh no, not the flow hose. Trouble. Nothing but trouble.
We'll do another one and get down and dirty. Who is it? Oh, okay. Let me see. Welcome. 2022 is almost over after this weekend and is one hell of a ride. I don't know. Every time we talk about it or we'll reminisce in the car about things that happened, I'll be like, man, that was over a year ago.
Yeah.
Man, that's almost a year. This year flew by.
They get faster every year.
Flew by. I mean,
No, you'll talk. We'll be in the car. We'll be on our way to something, and you'll be like, "Hey, did you know that this right here was like 3 years ago?" I'm like, "What?" Like the last cruise we went to. That's been what, 5 years?
5
Oh no.
things we talked about like recently. Vegas came up, and we're like, that was over a year ago.
That's right.
Another Thomas House. The only event that got canceled because of weather was a Thomas House this year, and in a couple weeks that will be a year old. It's anyway. This year flew by, and we had so much fun. Everybody that's coming in here right now, so much fun with you guys. A cruise, really? Now? Oh my gosh! Somebody, what do you mean now? You
Where
saying
you
like
been at? Where you been at?
you saying like now, like you don't know Paula, or like there's a bad reason to go right now? We're going in March.
No, we're not going right now.
Not now. I
But
mean,
we could if we wanted to.
ooh, the UK's in it. Oh, they're up late. What's up, Gemma?
Gemma, oh my God.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 1 a.m. in the morning over there.
Oh, that's nothing for those kids.
Man.
Laura Thompson, what's up, girl?
LT. Okay. Yeah, Paula. In March, you can still go. We are going to a week long. We're going Dark Waters Cruise with the Haunted Night Peeps. We're going to Mexico. And there's a bunch of people in this list right now that are going, so you need to go too.
Do it.
Brian, he says manly stuff. Capitan. We're just warming up for the weekend.
You know what's crazy? Little fun fact for me in the past like 6 days. The day before Christmas Eve, my heat goes out during the blizzard. The blizzard of the last, 30 years, I think. They got down to like -3. I wake up, I'm like teeth chattering on my couch. I look at the thermometer or the thermostat, and it's like 50 degrees in my house. I'm like, what? And there's like a foot of snow on the ground. I just got it fixed 2 days ago. And it's like 60 degrees outside now. So pretty much.
I was out in shorts today, and the other day was, I mean, the coldest I've seen it, and it was early in the morning. I got up way before you, and it was -8. So for us, that's cold, and that's without the wind. So, but it was that bite you. And I know there's people here that's like, that's nothing. We had -217.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, you win. But
Get
here in
lit.
Tennessee, it's unheard of to go below zero. I mean, I think the lowest we've gotten in a long time is like maybe like 9, 10 degrees.
Yeah, and then you see some of our friends up in Michigan. They're posting snow pictures like in July. It's like it's July, like it's freezing here. Dana, what's up? That's Janelle's friend. What's up? All right, let's see. So anyway, we want to talk about our little fun things. The greatest hits of 22. There's a lot of things that stood out. There's a lot of things we don't want to talk about, obviously, and I think there's some people in the chat that would concur. But you know, the things we do have fun and talk about. There's a lot of standout moments, things we experienced together, things we want your input of. If you watched our social media, Twitter and Instagram stories over the last probably close to a month, we've been dropping questions here and there just to see if we get some feedback and, you know, a little underground poll to see what people would have to say. And you guys did participate, so kudos to you. But I don't know. We'll start off with obviously the number one. We should have the same things. This is big shout out to you guys. And I don't think one of them is on here, which is a shame. But I say, you know, we do this every weekend and we have fun with it. But there's some people that come to everything. They're our version of the Deadheads. They've been to the most ghost hunts with us in 2022.
The WRAITH.
The WRAITH, the OGs. So who came to other people? How many events, how many ghost hunts have you been with us in 2022? Unless somebody says something different, the numero uno is Gina Mac. If you're watching, I'm sorry, you got bumped. Scott and Tracy, 18 ghost hunts with us.
18. That's
2022. Nuts, 18.
They put up with us for 18 weekends.
Yeah. This one's for you. And but we will say, Gina Mac, you are at number 2. Even though we're doing the top, you're at number 2 with 14 ghost hunts. And the lovely Madeleines, F and Craig. Beth had said somewhere around 12 or 13 she lost count. So unless you come up with a solid answer, you get the bronze.
Well, like, how do you come up with this with like tickets, or do you go to the group photos at the end where we're all together? Like, how did you come up with those?
Me?
Yeah.
No, they told me.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
I don't know what your strategy was here.
No, I straight up asked them. Just straight up. Lord Thompson said 0. Wait a minute. Oh, you weren't there. What was it when we did the funeral home with Austin? I guess you weren't there, were you, Laura? Huh. I could have sworn you were, but I figure anytime we're in that area.
We've seen you somewhere recently, right? Didn't we?
I thought so.
Was it a con?
I don't know.
I know I've seen her sweet face recently.
Yeah, usually when we're in
because
Ohio,
I remember it was like, oh, look who it is, you know?
Yeah.
Was that not this last year, Laura? Help us out here.
This is what I'm saying, where she's probably like, no, that was 1988. And we're like, the years go by.
Yeah, I was only 7, so that's fast math.
Any of my friends that joined after going to the Well Hung Winery? Whoa. Oh, okay, I know who you are. I read the comment to see who it was from first.
Well, Laura, we got to change that in the future. We got to get you out again. We got to get you moving back up to the. We got to get you part of the WRAITH raft again.
Yeah,
we miss you. Our son Brandon has been to some. JJ Johnson. Okay, is that Brandon Johnson possibly? What was the prize? Yeah, what's the prize?
The prize? Utmost respect.
Yeah, our beautiful smiling face.
That's why June said I ain't coming to any, because earlier she said none. Now she says one. I don't know. Maybe we can throw Scott a nice new hoodie that came in, because we're going to be partying with him this weekend at the Thomas House Hotel for New Year's Eve. Also, there's one room that opened up for Friday and Saturday. So if anybody watching does want to join us for this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday, New Year's Eve party at the Thomas House overnight, one room opened up for Friday and Saturday.
And it's still open?
It's still open from what I hear.
Okay.
So
Right on.
anybody who wants it, grab it.
All right. And Cantrell, see you in 2023. We will see you in 23. Laura Thompson, yes, we would love to see you, girl. Please come see us. It's been too long.
Tanya, what up, baby? All right. You take number dose, my friend?
Yeah, the location visited the most. I'm sure you guys could probably guess this for number one. We go there. I'm guessing. Well, take a guess, Mike. How many times do you think we went there this year? I'm gonna see. Hold on, because you gotta usually do 2 for every time you think about a weekend.
I can tell you right now. Give me 2 seconds, and I will.
Oh, well, that's cheating. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go ahead and guess 12.
All right. Well,
No. I'm gonna say 10. No. 8. I'm gonna say 8.
No.
I went too high.
All right, you got
They're already answering it over here. Well, actually, both answers, yeah. What are you going to your MySpace account? Friendster?
Mm-hmm.
Logging into Friendster?
Including this weekend, because I think a couple of them weren't public. Including this weekend, 16 times.
Oh, I should have went with the first answer. All right, but yeah, Thomas House Hotel, Red Bowling Springs. That's where we'll be tomorrow night and Saturday night celebrating New Year's Eve. But yeah, it's an amazing location. We've been there. Oh man, I could probably safely say we've been there hundreds of times at this point. But amazing location. Chad Ghost Hunt Weekends. Big shout out to him for having us out there for all those hundreds of times. We always have a great time. It's a big party, but also a lot of activity. A lot of evidence has been captured there at the Thomas House, especially in the seance room. The church, unfortunately, no longer available. We used to have some pretty good times there. But yeah, that was number one.
Well,
coming in for a close second, though, is the Exchange Hotel, Gordonsville, Virginia.
Yeah, because this was put out there last week or the week before. And for everybody who participated in that poll, yeah, Thomas House was number one, but I think neck to neck was the Exchange.
Yeah.
And that's one of our faves, too. Beauty of the Thomas House, like we always say, there's no curfew. You can go all night long. If you've been there, you know it. Just a good time and no curfew. So you can go until 10, 11 a.m. the next day. And the Exchange, since my first time there was in 2016, and since then we go 3 times a year. We spend the night there. We love the place. Tracy, that runs the joint, is phenomenal. She's one of the best. If you've met her, you understand and you know. But
she's got the best accent. Weird. Let her talk all day. I wish I could do a Tracy impression, but I think I would butcher it.
Oh yeah, she'll be like, we'll start talking like a British redneck. Oh yeah, no, that's not it. It's like, is it Southern? Is it Cajun? But
it's not Cajun. I'm pretty sure she was born and raised in Virginia, so it's definitely not. But it's got that draw of like maybe a Cajun-y sort of Louisiana. French. Nobody knows.
Gemma says she likes your Scottish accent. Give us one.
Oh, it's the best. It's literally the best.
And we are there in February. So speak of the devil, Exchange. We are doing 3 weeks in a row in Virginia. We got Exchange Hotel, we got St. Albans, and we got
Octagon.
Mansion. So yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to number 3. Best paranormal experience of 2022. What stands out the most to me is, and unfortunately, I was part of it, but I did not witness it. And we were at Bobby Mackey's. I think it was in May. We were there twice, and I think it was on a Sunday in May, if I'm not mistaken. And the whole group was in Carl's apartment. And long story short, I mean, the entire group, but me, because I was videoing something that was on a table, and everybody saw this shadow figure that or Chris saw it too, came around the corner from the stairway, like peeked in and put his arm in the stairway. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, look what we just saw!" And it's like, and then it was gone. And the whole time I'm looking down. But when you're part of something where the entire group sees it, not just one person thought they saw something, everybody was facing one way and saw the same shadow come around that doorway from up the stairs. And there's no way anybody can leave that fast because it's a narrow stairway back down to the main club. But that was really cool. And it's just something about that energy of everybody going, whoa, and everybody see it and get scared. And
well, usually when you have like an experience like that, you're the only one who experiences it. So to have that rush and to see what I saw and felt, and to have everybody else corroborate that up there in that room was pretty cool. So that's when you know it's like one hell of an experience. Also, Bobby Mackey's is also one of my best paranormal experiences. And there were a few people, I don't know if anybody's in the chat room, who was with us the last time we were there. I was down in the bar area. We were investigating the little area where Carl had his exorcism. And we had just played the exorcism on YouTube, because we do that because sometimes it gets the activity a little ramped up. And around the bar area, we just kept hearing all this crazy stuff. It was like somebody was tending bar and walking around, and there was nobody. I even walked around and checked reluctantly, because it's one of those times I can probably count on 2 hands out of all the years that I've been doing this, how many times where I was like wowed to the point of fear, where it's just like, I really don't want to go down here. I really don't want to be the brave one and go check it out, because it was scary. I mean, there was definitely something going on. It's one of those things where you can't refute it. You can't debunk it. It's like, what is that? And everybody heard it. Everybody was like, because every time we hear something like that or see something, I'll always like over and over again, like, you guys heard that too. You guys saw that too, right? And everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like, I know what happened. We all heard it. I checked it out. Nobody was there. Bobby Mackey's, super creepy.
It's funny because it's like when that happens, it's like there's so many things that happen. We're like, wow, that was cool. Wow, yeah, I heard that. But it's like there's those moments. Did you hear that? Like you just said, did you hear that? You heard that, right? You heard that, right? And it's like you need to have everybody get on your side with it.
No, it's like, it's crazy, because the project that we're doing right now, that's going to be next year before you guys get to see it. We had some really crazy stuff happen, and I had to go all the way downstairs and ask Brandon if he heard the same thing. I'm like, did you hear what we just heard? And he, just to get that extra, like legitimacy of it. It's like, oh man, once you get another person saying, yeah, yeah, it's like, okay, well then that really happened. I'm not.
It's great when that happens. It's like, do you hear it? No. It's like,
all right, then the hell with it.
All right, you get the next one.
All right. Oh no. Are we going to hit this one now? Are we going to try this one, or are we going to skip that one?
We'll skip it. We'll come back to it.
All right, then I'll do number 5. Best new location of 2022. Mike and I were pretty much in. We agreed. I'm not even going to try to tackle that word. UK, the United Kingdom, for the layman. We went across the pond overseas again. We investigated the haunted corn exchange. That was super cool. We got to hit a lot of really old places. I don't know if Jim is still here with us. Well, she's still here with us. I don't know if she's still in the chat.
Here's
after we visited. She's like, I've had enough of you. But yeah, UK was really cool. That was, obviously, you can't. It's really hard to beat going over overseas, over the pond. But a really cool location, totally different culture. People are way nicer over there. That's all what I got to say about it. Also, for us, Dunlora, we had never been to Dunlora. It's a location that's been here for a long time that we just got the opportunity to investigate. Loved the people who run it. Love everything about it. It was a great experience for us.
Yeah, Dunlore was awesome. I mean, going to the UK twice in 22. To be honest with you, it's like we could have investigated their version of a Circle K, and I would have been happy. Just to be there was just something in itself. But the places were amazing. But yeah, Dunlore, and we've heard of it, and it's like what 30, 40 minutes from the exchange.
Yeah.
Beautiful location. Very cool. Some people here, yeah, yes, they were there at Dunlore with us. It's cool because next time when we're at exchange in February, you can stay at the Dunlore. I mean, it's only a little bit further than some of the hotels. So I don't know if they do that kind of like any kind of deal. We can find out pricing, but that would be amazing if you want to come to the event with us at the exchange and then spend the night at Dunlore. It's like 30 minutes up the way.
Up the way.
Up the way.
Oh, we got 3 Sheets in the house. Let's give a shout out to 3 Sheets, the best merchandise salesman that we've ever had, ever. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah, Susan.
No offense to Tasha and Kim. You guys are awesome too.
If they're even here. I haven't seen them popped in, but I mean, they might have popped in, but I don't see their name on here. But look, everybody's saying hi, Susan. Susan's very popular. She's a very popular item.
Very popular item on our merchandise list.
All right, that was the best new favorite. The favorite location of 2022. While we're talking, you guys write in if you had a favorite. I don't care if you've been to it 1,000 times, one time, whatever. What's your favorite location that you've been to in 2022? Mine, I don't know what yours is yet, Chris. Mine, I'm going to say we've been there in 21, but of 2022, of course, besides UK, is Octagon Mansion. Anybody who's been to Octagon Mansion with us, amazing location. And what's cool, it's like, I mean, everything from Revolutionary War, Civil War artifacts, it's all privately owned collection. And it's a massive collection. I mean, when you can just walk and look and touch a drum from the Revolutionary War, it's unbelievable. So it's trigger object heaven. And then their dinner with a ghost. That's such a cool experience because it's a spot on like 4 or 5 course meal. You're pretty much investigating while you're eating this badass dinner, and then you investigate the whole place from the basement to the 2 or 3 floors it has. And when we go there, we go with Haunted Nights, stellar event. So again, it sounds like we're pitching, but we're not. We're there again in February. So you need it. We're doing 2 nights. Friday night is dinner with a ghost. Go for that one because Saturday we're not doing that. But if you want to experience something amazing, dinner with a ghost is very cool.
Yeah, I agree. The funnest part for Mike and I, the most amazing London broil you've ever eaten. It's very succulent. It's very juicy. It's tender. It's amazing. But the rumbles, the rumbly tummies that come after it. We have a nice little competition that we have. I won't go into detail, but
wait, June's asking where is it? It's in Wytheville, Virginia.
We called it Wytheville for like a year, but it's
Wytheville, Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing location. If you're into history, if you're into artifacts, especially historical artifacts, you're going to want to check it out. The owners are so nice, such sweet people. They feed us. They've always taken care of us. John is a very knowledgeable guy. It's really cool to just sit and talk to the guy and just talk about where he's accumulated all this stuff over the years since he was like, how old? He's been collecting since he was like, what, 10 or?
Yeah, like a young kid, whatever. He gave a thing, but it's like it's unbelievable that when you talk about a collection of something, it's like you think of a few things on a wall. It's like what's he saying? You feel like you're being ignored? No, I just answered your question.
Yeah, we literally just answered the question. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Nothing but good vibes. Also, for me, I wanted to give a mention to one of my favorite locations was Vulture City. We got to film there back in, what was that, 2020 or 2021? Was it 2021?
21 we filmed. Yeah, we filmed with Demi there.
We got to film there in 2021. That was a really cool experience. But we got to investigate there. We went to the Vulture City mine and did a con there. We were invited to the con. That was an amazing time, a lot of fun. But we got to actually split up into groups and investigate, which was really cool. So had a lot of really great activity. Such a cool place. If you've never been to Vulture City, you need to go. It's amazing there. We had a really good time. Such a cool atmosphere. It's been on a lot of shows, but the first time I went there back in 2021, I was like, wow, this place is literally a mine of paranormal activity.
Ooh. Couple quick shout outs here. Misty, look what we drink from. Gift from Misty right here. She just joined us with the best coffee mug ever.
Mine's he's probably enjoying it right now.
Justin's in the house. They had their honeymoon with us at Ashmore Estates. That's the second honeymoon I've been on. Mine and Justin's. But yeah, thanks for joining us, brah. All right, you're next, brother.
All right, let's see. The farthest travel for a ghost hunt. For us, obviously the UK. That was a 9-hour plane ride that we remember some of. I think I remember a little more than Mike. I actually have some video. Can we bring up the video?
If you send it to me, I could.
Of Mike falling asleep on the plane and doing what he does. It's not really snoring. It's not really talking in the sleep. It's somewhere in between. It's like it's a vocalization that I think maybe humpback whales make in the ocean. But it was reverberating throughout the plane. But anyway, yeah, for us, the UK. And for guests, the winner is Kylie from California.
And I just see her name in there. What's up, Kylie?
Come on. Yeah, yep. You win the farthest travel for a ghost hunt. I don't know how far it is, but from California to Florida. I mean, that's a pretty big trek.
Coast to coast, baby.
Coast to coast.
So kudos to Kylie.
Yes.
Yeah, she was just with us a couple weeks ago at Clay County Jail, and she traveled from Cali. So you win, baby. And when we do this next year, I'm having a feeling that Gemma and Nikki hasn't gone on here. I don't know. And Gemma, if you're still with us, God rest your soul. But they're going to win because the UK chickadees are coming to Thomas House and Bobby Mackey's in May. So I have a feeling they're going to win that one, which also for that prize you get respect. All right, let's see. Okay, the location that scared us the most. You guys write in what scared you the most. I don't know if you're going to say the same thing, but for me, as crazy as it sounds, the people who've been with us, we just talked about it, Dunlora Inn.
To sleep there? Yeah.
Wow. We walked in and it's like, you go, wow, this place is beautiful. It's like just a beautiful home. Everything's just so nice and neat. It smells good. And it's like, we had dinner. It was just a wonderful place. Then we went to bed. I was like, I was scared. It was the first time since I was a little kid, I slept with a nightlight on. It's like that, a little thing next to the bed. I was like, and I turned it on. I was like, I'm sleeping. It was. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I was in the blue room. You were in the red room, which I got to admit, the red room looked scarier. But the blue room, it had this, like, I don't know what you call it, like a wardrobe type deal. And it had a door that wouldn't close. So I propped up a rocking chair up against the door just because, like, I lay on my left side all the time. And I was looking right at it. And I could feel something looking at me through that little crack. And then you remember this? I text you at like 3 a.m. I'm like, you awake, bro? And of course you weren't. But I kept hearing stuff outside. It almost sounded like people fighting, arguing, and I couldn't tell if it was coming from downstairs or outside. And then I got up and looked around and there was like nothing, nobody awake, nobody, doing anything, because I know Lyle, and Tana and Brandon and those guys, they were downstairs probably for a little bit longer after we went to bed, but nobody was up. So that was really creepy. So at 3 a.m., I'm like, are you awake? Do you want to like hang out?
You want to do something? And then I had I don't know if you're talking about the armoire that was in my room. Figured out afterwards it was when a car went by, but it was like,
Yeah.
it would just shake, and it's like, so you're in bed and it was a bed that was 5 feet off the ground or 10 feet off the ground. You needed stairs to get into it. But I don't know. It's like tons of activity, of course, over the years at Thomas House, and we sleep there. I go to bed like nothing. Exchange is pretty freaky, but Dunlore, it was scary. It was like one of those. It was like very uneasy.
I also wanted to give also the same thing that scared me the most. I already talked about it, but the Bobby Mackey's incident around the bar, just because that was a scary moment for me.
We got Tina says Malvern Manor.
Oh yeah,
there twice. Yeah, that place has some creep factor to it. That's for sure. Bobby Mackey's basement. Sheet says. Kayla's talking about Cannon Memorial. I've never been there. Chris says twice, I guess, at least twice, right?
Yeah.
What is that in New Orleans? Place the Arms. Am I saying that right?
I don't know. Like whenever you move your paper, it sounds like an avalanche.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I'll put it on this side.
Oh, we got Paula. Haven't been scared yet.
Come on. You lie. You ever seen Hotel in Texas? You know what? It's it doesn't freak me out. Another great location. I never went to bed nervous or scared or anything, but mainly it would be like during the days where it's daytime stuff where Jeremy will play us something that was captured during the night. And he doesn't have cameras in the rooms, but they're in the hallways. So things will move outside rooms, outside the bedrooms. And it's like, so I never experienced it in the room, thank God. But no, he just posted a new video again of something that happened there. So highly active joint. When he coming to the UK, we'll be there in October of 23. We'll be back in Leeds. Mopan,
Leeds.
Mopan, Penhurst, Lizzie Borden, Thomas House, Battleship, all good place. Old Park. We're going to be there in 23. We haven't been yet. So,
Cheryl says we have pics of unexplainable purple eyes reflecting off the mirror in the main bedroom at the McIntyre Villa. Been in contact with Stephanie, the owner, trying to debunk. We're going to be back there. I know that. What is that? April?
April.
Go back there in April. Very cool location. Which that was going to be on our list, but I don't know. We bumped it for some reason. One of the most beautiful locations.
Yeah.
McIntyre Villa.
Well, we just knew we wouldn't have time for everything, so. Armando's in the house.
What up, Armando?
My dog.
Armando.
Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. We would love to. Haven't been.
Can you get us in? Can you tell them we're cool? Nickerson Sneed. Yeah, we're gonna be there next weekend, man. So if you are there any tickets left for Nickerson Sneed?
Yeah, I think there's a few for each day. It's crazy. It's been now that feels like forever since we've been there. We weren't there
over a year. That's been long time. So yeah, 3 sheets. Nickerson Sneed definitely has a vibe. Very cool location. We didn't get a chance to go up there at all in this year, so this will be our first actual location for 2023 next weekend in Nickerson Sneed.
Yep. Taylor, we're about 3 to 3.5 hours from Knoxville. Thank you for watching. Love to the fam. Let me see. All right, you're next for number 9.
Oh yeah, nothing but a 9. That's for you, Gemma. The coldest and hottest hunt of 2022, and that's so easy. Ashmore Estates, 100% for the coldest. It was windy. It was like 13 degrees outside, but with a wind chill of like negative something. I don't know. I literally that next day, we weren't even out in the wind that often. And I woke up with just windburn. Like my face was red with like, it looked like I'd been on the beach all weekend. And I'm like, I was inside most of the time. There wasn't even any wind, but it was so cold. Like my face was burnt. Like I think I almost got frostbite on my nose or something.
Yeah, Jamie, I almost died at Ashmore. By far the coldest. It was worth it. That was the last time we were there. That was just a month ago. Very cool experience downstairs in a boiler room. I don't know what it was used for. Outside of the boiler room, we kept calling it the tunnel, but it was something else. Like I think of water, like some kind of water chamber container. And we posted it, but Jamie was in it. And we have mentioned her name a couple times, but then we got an EVP session, did an EVP session. We're like, do you know who's in the tunnel? And Clear EP was like, Jamie. So they knew her name. I thought that was very cool that called her out. So nice little story on that one.
Yeah, see, Tracy was windburned too. And we were in the wind. We were inside. How does that? It's paranormal. For the hottest, definitely Harriman Hospital and OSPH. It didn't make it any less enjoyable. We still had some really great activity there. Going back to both locations next year. But definitely hot. I mean, sometimes we go to these places, they don't have central. You got to go in and you got to tough it out. But, you know, we all sweat together and we all investigate and we all had a great time. We got some really good evidence at both locations.
Yeah, that's right, Justin. He had a video, and it's cool to actually capture that because you can talk about doors shutting, but this was at Ashmore. And I remember him showing me. I can't remember if he sent it to me, but I mean, straight up door shutting. It's not even like, is that door shutting a little bit? It was like, boom. It was cool. Active night. So, yeah. And then Tracy and Scott, yeah, they were there at OSPH and Harriman. Both super cool locations. OSPH has been on the top list of our favorite spots forever. But I don't think, were we ever there when it was cold? It's like, I don't know. I think over there, it's hot.
I don't think so. We got Rebecca Barlow Dos Santos. What event would you suggest if we want to travel to one? Well, where do you live, Rebecca? We're all over.
Rebecca, she doesn't even know how to use a recorder, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do an EVP session. She goes, what do I do with this here? Yeah. Take that.
That's right. That's all right. We'll help her out. I don't know. Bobby Mackey's. I would definitely, if you've never been to Bobby Mackey's, it's on our list twice, if that tells you anything. I don't think it's the portal to hell. I don't think it's Satan's playground or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. But it is an active location. And if you're looking for some activity or for a scare, it's probably one of many of your best bets.
Yeah. I mean, everything, not all in one time, but EVPs, disembodied voices, shadow figures that we just talked about. Let's call it poltergeist activity. At a time, the pool cue jumped off the wall and hit that girl.
Yeah.
I mean, there's everything that you look for happens. Not all of that in one sitting, but there's always something that happens, which is very cool. And we don't usually go with a lot of people because it's not that big of a place. So it's a great night. All right. We'll move on to this. This is a big one because we all do this. The best pre-investigation food. For me, I go simple. I mean, now if we're at a place and they provide dinner, we'll do that, like dinner with a ghost, or if it's Thomas House. A lot of times I do bring my own food. And for me, classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich is my number one.
PB&J is not bad. It depends on where I'm at in my fitness journey, which, as we all know, the fitness journey never ends. It's got highs and lows. If I'm hardcore in my fitness journey, I'm going to say a nice chicken burger with maybe some mustard as a nice treat on top. But, and Mike knows this about me, like usually I head to the gas station, especially if I'm not on like a strict diet, and I get like packs of these eat a snack, like the Cheetos flavored crackers or the Doritos flavored crackers or just Cheetos or Doritos. I'm a big chip guy or cracker guy because it's filling. Did you say? Are you laughing Are you laughing at Scott?
I'm laughing at everybody's here from Scott, Scoop and Move. It's like there's so many stories of the peoples that spend so much time with us. It's funny.
I was like, but what is that even like? Excessive butt play.
Is that like from like a preview?
What's that in reference to, Scott?
That's like left field. Well, he sent me pictures earlier. They're at a distillery.
Excessive butt play?
No, none of that. They're at a distillery, so I'm sure he's got some lingerers.
He's feeling good. But yeah, for me, it's anything chips. But I really like those flavored crackers. Like the Eat a Snack crackers. But it's like usually Cheetos, Doritos flavored. They're really good, and I'm a cracker kind of guy. I don't know. I was raised on peanut butter and crackers and cheese and crackers when I go to my grandparents. That's all they had. It was either that or like beans or something.
Hey, pizza, like what Tracy said, pizza combos. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Chicken wings is on here a lot. Mark, Kerry, I love some wings, but I'd be afraid.
You might get the drips.
Which brings this up. For you fools out there, not us, you. The number one for you people is Mexican food. And we can vouch for that. Every time we're with people, if we're with Ghost Hunt Weekends people doing an event, and it's like, we're going to go get some dinner before the Ghost Hunt tonight. Where are you going? La Casadillas. It's always something like that. Everybody gets friggin' Mexican. Why is that? And it's like,
El Diarrheas.
You're going to have the diarrhea since Easter. Okay, who was with us that time at the Thomas house? Remember, and they served beans and cabbage. And it's like,
so good, but
everybody was just farting and shiting the whole time.
Shiting.
They were shiting. If Jem is still here, God rest her soul. I don't know.
Oh man, pizza! Yeah, pizza's great. If we could eat pizza before an investigation, I would love that, but it's very dangerous. Again,
Bugles, beef. Yeah, Bugles beef jerky. Okay, we got some good ones.
Well, you gotta. There's a fine line between eating good and eating safe. We like to kind of come somewhere in the middle, but more on the safe side than the good side, because you can go, yeah, you can have wings, you can have Mexican, you can have pizza. But I remember distinctly when we were investigating in Montana and we were filming an episode of Haunted Towns in Montana. Yeah. They decided that this was the day they were going to have the taco bar before we did. And there was like 2 foot of snow on the ground, and my scene was to be shot solo up on this huge hill where the cemetery was. And I had like 3 helpings of taco bar. And man, that was like the worst night of my life. I was like I was just like in hell. I felt horrible. And like even the producer, Andrew, he was with me, and he made many comments. He's like, "Are you all right, Chris?" It's just like, no, I'm not all right. It's like, I'm not all right at all. It's like, we just had a taco bar and you made me walk 3 miles uphill in the snow to this cemetery and to investigate alone. It's like, I'm not even thinking about ghosts. I'm thinking about what's going on here in this area. It's like, I couldn't even breathe. They didn't tell me, by the way, that was happening until after I ate all that.
Yeah, there's that whole day. There's a picture, I think. I don't know if we have it on there or what. It was posted somewhere. I think Travel posted it, but it's like the thumbnail maybe for each one, and it was like us, everybody in front of the whatever building it was, but it was a building we ate in, and everybody just it's like there's no like trying to be cool picture, because it was like everybody was just like a stuffed potato.
There's no time that you can, like, any time that you go to either Mexican or Italian, you can't like just have a little bit. You gotta gorge yourself until you hate life and you just want to lay down, because you literally physically can't sit down because of all the stuff in between.
But I don't know. It's a thing. There's teams that we investigate with every once in a while, not even like Ghost Hunt Weekends, which we've been doing things since 2016, constant, but everybody goes to Mexican. We were in Oklahoma. They go to Mexican. We go to Iowa. They go to Mexican. And it's like, we'll have this or we'll have that. It's like, you guys just, I mean, I like Mexican, but I mean, I don't know. Like you said, you go to town on it. You can't just, I'll just have one. It's like you go to town with the chips and salsa, then everything else.
It's one of those places where you go eat if you're going straight home right after to lay down.
Look at Brandon. Can't even trust a Texas Roadhouse before a hunt.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys are the ones who got the 5-pound steaks.
See, Beth? Yeah, you guys go to Mexican. Yeah, Steve, he ruins our diets with cookies.
Oh man, yeah. You can't.
Mama Scuba Steve hooks us up.
You can't not eat the Scuba Steve cookies.
Yeah. What is it?
What's your opinion?
Remember how you introduced yourself to Kella? You backed your butt up against the passenger side window when we were leaving the school. What?
What?
I don't know.
Was that a Mexican night?
No, I don't think so.
Did he?
Hey, what's your opinion on Missouri State Penitentiary? Most haunted. Well, it's a most haunted 47 acres because it's a huge area. I mean, it's quite a few buildings, and so the property is big with Missouri State. I've been there 1, 2, 3. When during Ghost Asylum was my first time there, and then 3, 4 times since then, and every time I've been there, I've had an experience. So definitely thumbs up, 2 thumbs up for me if you're asking about that place. We will be back there in 23. Goes to say, show you that at least because since filming Ghost Asylum, that was your first time there as well, wasn't it? In 16, 15, 16, whatever it was. Yeah. And we've been there every year since, right?
Yeah.
Except for a COVID year and maybe after.
Tornado. But, they had a tornado.
Yeah. But no, it's an amazing location. Sheila runs a great place, and I don't know, there's something about it. You go there, it's a badass vibe. Cool things happen.
I saw. Didn't we have Taco Bar at Rolling Hills? Yes, that was another hard night.
Oh yeah, see again,
it's a bad idea. Oh, it's such a bad idea. Like tacos, Mexican food, and then going to, investigate. It's so many phantom smells and noises. Are we going to do another season of Haunted Towns or bring back Ghost Asylum? No, we are not. Unfortunately, we're done with those 2, but we got some new stuff in the works. Not a show. We have a project that we're working on right now. It'll probably be fall of 2023 before it ever gets to you guys. But
not a series, a show, but not a series.
Yeah, not a series. It's going to be one long thing, which is why it's taken us so long to produce it. Which it's going to be a lot of love and a lot of heart. It's going to be good.
You will like it.
You will love it.
I think we got the last but not least. We skipped it earlier, but we're gonna go back to it. The funniest moment.
It's so hard to pick this one because there's so many. If anybody in this chat room has never been to an event with us, I'm sure you can let everybody in the chat let you know there's never a not funny moment. I mean, there are scary moments. Yes, there are serious moments, but I would say probably 80% of the rest of the time is funny and fun moments. I mean, we get the most paranormal activity from those types of moments.
On that, no, never been on a Bigfoot hunt. Would love to do it. So hook us up. Yeah, every week there's something that we're every week something happens. It's like, especially, I think the top is with Chad with Ghost Hunt Weekends. I think we become like 14-year-olds when we're around him. It's like we punked that guy so bad with stuff from hiding his shoelaces to putting furniture in his bed to eating meatballs out of a sandwich. Fart spray in his trailer. I mean, you
know what? I think that is going to be mine. I think that's mine. All right. Can I tell it? Can I please tell it?
Yeah, because I think now that that's coming out of my mouth, I think that might be.
And I don't know how I didn't think of this. The funniest moment for me, and there were some people in the room here that experienced it with us. So we got a hold of some fart spray, which we tried to use on somebody else earlier in the night, and it didn't work out because Mike was very careless on his execution of the fart spray. So we're like, hey, let's mess with Chad because he's the most funny person to mess with. So we went outside. Chad's got a trailer right outside the Thomas house, and that's where he sleeps when we're doing the investigation there. So he's like, let's spray it in the trailer. So we went in there. He sprayed the handle because it was locked. You remember that? You just doused it with like 10 sprays. And this stuff, it doesn't smell like a fart. It smells like a straight up dead body that just took a dump in a dumpster. And then like other things came out of it and died and vomited. It's like the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life. It's like pungent. So he put like 10 sprays on the handle. And then when Chad came around, he goes to open the door and he put his hand all over the handle, obviously, to get inside. And then we walk in and he's just, oh man, what? He's like, what does that smell? Oh man. I was like, I wonder if my pipe's busted or like, oh, is the sewer like back in it? And he's like, starts talking about all this stuff, is like his toilet line and all this stuff. And then Mike's like, yeah, there is something here. And then he goes outside to check the water and the tubes or whatever, and Mike sprays it again like 10 times. And he walks out and walks back. He's like, oh man, he's like, it's so much worse now.
And every time he turned his back, and it's like he'd walk around and we're like, and then he comes in. And then I think the top was because he's outside. He goes in. I think he kind of got used to it. He goes into the bathroom of his camper, and then his front door has like this little sliding thing. So it's like you hear him go in the bathroom. So I stuck my hand out. I was like, and they were all outside. Then you hear him open the bathroom door. Damn! We're done. I mean, it was.
Oh, that was the best. And it was like, I'm outside. We're all outside dying because if you know Chad, he's so funny. Like when you mess with him, he just like, he's very vocal about it. And then this went on all night. We didn't tell him until the next day, and we tried it again. And then he went to smell his handling. He's like, oh, wait, well, bro, hey. He's like, you guys are doing stuff, aren't you?
We let him off the hook. My original answer, I'll give you the quickie rundown, was it was January. This was almost a year already. Do you believe this? When we did Battleship, North Carolina, it was almost a year. It was in January of 22. The weather was bad. It was fine where we were at in North Carolina. The weather was fine at home, but the way
with the rain and snow in between.
Yeah, there was like a bad blizzard, whatever. So instead of chancing going home, we just stayed an extra night. And everybody, us, Ghost Hunt Weekends crew, we all stayed in one big house. So we're all like, let's just be safe. We'll stay an extra night. So it's like, it wasn't bad at all, but it's like, man, it's going home. You're bummed. You want to get home, but now you're staying another night. It's more money, more of this. It's like, oh, what do we do? So you make the best of it. But it's like, not that we're totally bummed out, but a little bummed. You get the vibe of that. And, but where we were sleeping upstairs, the stairs came down and then they had a curve. And every time I came down, like where the curve started, that step was either a little longer or a little taller, something. Every time I came down, I know I always was like, whoa. Then I go back up, come back down, whoa. And so I always made a conscious effort or thing of that every time I came down. Then the day where they're stuck for the extra day, I'm downstairs just sitting on the couch. And he comes downstairs. This is like probably 10 in the morning, because you're at your head up high like that. Because it's like you can't see the stair. Where I was sitting, there's a stairwell, like the thing hiding it. So I just see his head coming down and head disappear.
Make it rain.
Bitch just slips down.
Hey, those steps were so slippery, bro. And I was in my sock feet. And I remember saying this to myself before I went downstairs. I got out of bed in my sock feet. And like I slipped a little. Like before I was like, did one of those things before I even stood up. I'm like, man, should I put some shoes on? I don't know why I remember thinking that. And then on the way down the stairs, it was just like, it was over. And I laid there for a good 5 minutes, just like.
Well, when you see the head disappear, then you come out the bottom. But yeah, it's like that was going to be my number one, but I forgot about the Chad fart spray.
Oh man,
That
like
was good.
it all came to me in a rush because we're sitting here trying. There's so many funny moments from week to week, and we're like having the hardest time trying to find the funniest. Um, man,
It can fall under funny. I know we said we're going to come back to Janelle. You can tell this one. Uh, it'll be either the funniest or Janelle being the best direction follower, GPS guidance driver, whatever you want to call her.
no, not at all. It's funny. Janelle picked us up from the airport whenever we did the event in Texas. Was it Granbury? It was Granbury, right?
Yeah.
We did the event with RIP and Greg. All those guys, they're great. We love Janelle. She's amazing person, awesome investigator. She's been hanging out with us for way longer than she probably should have. I'm sorry, Janelle, for all the years we put you through. But she was nice enough to pick us up from the airport. But it was a pretty good drive from where did we land? Did we land in Dallas?
Dallas.
And so, it's a big airport. We get in her car and we're moving through it was during rush hour too, I think. And we're like moving through all the heavy traffic. And like, I have my GPS going because I just want to know how long we got. I like to keep track. I'm in the back seat and I kind of zoned out for a little bit. I'm watching like YouTube videos or something while her and Mike are chatting. And then I get an alert in my phone to get off in an exit. And I'm like, she must know a different, faster way. All right, we're going to get there quicker. And, about 15 minutes go by. I get another alert. It's like, oh, she just missed that exit. Wonder what's going on there. Okay, cool. So we keep going a little further. And, like, I noticed that our arrival time is getting farther away. And the time in the car is, like, staying the same. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I asked her, I'm like, Janelle, I'm like, are you sure you should have took that exit, right? And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. And then she just kept talking about whatever you guys were talking about. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she should have took that exit, but okay, whatever, whatever. It's fine. It's probably traffic. It's probably, getting longer because there's traffic ahead. Well, then it's like another 20, 30 minutes and we're further out. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So finally I'm like, Janelle, you're going the wrong way. I'm like, this has been alerting me for the last like hour that we got to get off on exits and you keep going straight. And come to find out, what was she doing? She was listening to her car or something. And
Yeah, like it was a rental car, and I guess whatever was on the in, whatever you would call it, that like the regular GPS that comes in your car. It wasn't hooked to her phone, and it was just following that, which had whatever address in it, something we didn't put in. So it wasn't reading through her Waze or her maps. It was just whatever was on in that car. So it was like totally going just some random place.
I just remember I kept looking at my phone and I kept looking. And I was like, she's not paying a bit of attention to where we're going at all. And finally, like, we got her on the right path and we were there like an hour later. But
funny story. Here, ATs, the lovely ATs. I guess it was Joanne, wasn't it, Charlene, that talking about John Zaffis, but she called him Zac Efron. It's like a little different, but I guess close. That's Zac Efron over there. He's been in Paranormal for 50 years.
Yeah. The godfather of Paranormal, Zac Efron.
You guys are amazing. Before we do get off here, got a big list of quick shout outs. Chad, Ghost Hunt Weekends. Since he probably one of the OGs for us since like 2016. And all the Ghost Hunt Weekends crew, all of you are beautiful people. Lyle, Haunted Nights, Brandon, Tana, even Missy. If you're watching, even you. But Haunted Nights, a lot of events with them. Awesome people. A lot of good things happening with these guys. Brad from Michigan Paracon, love you, man. John, Jersey Paraunity. Dan with Glass Paranormal up in the Michigan area. Austin Underground Paranormal Network. Love us some Austin. You guys love Austin too. Everybody loves Austin. Tracer at the Hotel Josephine. We'll see you in April. Stephanie at McIntyre. We will see you in April as well. Elijah with Apex Paranormal.
Yeah.
All lovely people. All the people that put up with us in 2022.
Thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tracy from the Exchange. Let's not forget her. One of our faves. One of our boos.
Oh, Tracy from the Exchange. Behave. He's one of the best, but it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, because Exchange, we do that. We go straight through them. Like when we do Albans now, we go with Haunted Nights, but like Marcel over at Albans, St. Albans. Wonderful people. Sheila, Mopen. Gosh, it's like, there's so many people.
Laura.
It's like, what's that?
Sheena done Laura.
Yeah.
She
like,
fed us, bro.
The list goes on and on.
Nice
Everybody, so many people we talked to at Mackey's and I don't know. The WRAITH fam is so big.
It is. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you. We appreciate you guys
immensely. Even Sharon at Rolling Hills.
We love you, Sharon.
If you're watching, or if you watch this at some point, we will be at Rolling Hills Asylum in September of 23. Love Rolling Hills Asylum.
We can't keep up with you, Sharon, but we love you. We keep up as best we can.
And you can work it better. You can thank these wonderful peoples.
We got Ashton. What was it?
Future? No.
Nah, man. You remember this kid? He gave us a hard time. He kept saying,
"Oh, is that Done Laura Ashton?"
Yeah, get better.
Oh yes.
Get better, bro. All right, man. We'll see you at the next one. We'll give you a hard time again. Channing, love you, baby. Hope we get to see you again soon. Scott, Tracy, Craig and Beth, Sheets. We will see all of you this weekend.
Mañana. And throw that out there again. There is one room available for Friday and Saturday at the Thomas House tomorrow. Saturday. So join us if you're wanting to look for a good time.
Do it.
But you guys, all of you watching, Jannings and Hetties and even Ashton, Tanya's, Cindy, look at that. Chris. Granbury, Texas is, I can tell you that. Where's my phone? We are going to be in Granbury in 23. Let me
summer?
see.
Are we doing summer?
I believe we are. Oh, wait a minute. No. I take that back. It hasn't been announced, but it will be. Oh, I guess we can talk about it. November 11th is going to be everything we do with RIP. Greg with RIP does everything is going to be military involved. It's going to be give back to those who give to us. It's going to be some kind of foundation like everything we do with him. Wonderful ghost hunts, wonderful organizations he works with, and it's going to be on Veterans Day of 23. So you betcha he's going to pull some stuff and have a great evening, a great weekend set aside for us. I don't think any details yet, but we will be in Granbury for that.
Jamie Moses staying at the Thigh Mad house tonight.
Where?
The Thigh Mad house.
Thigh Mad? Where's that? I'm trying to.
THIMAD. Thigh Mad.
How far back it is? I don't see it. Oh, Ian. Hello, Ian. No, I don't see that.
Bro, are you even looking?
I am looking, homie.
Do your eyes even still work, bro? Do you not have a little captain in you?
I have all of it. No, the last thing I see from her, it says can hardly wait.
8:05. We staying at Thigh Mad house tonight. Jamie, where's Thigh Mad? She's staying at the Thomas house. I'm giving her a hard time. She's already there. You know, Jamie, she likes to do her own explorations, which I really respect and admire. She likes to really go out and investigate. Like sometimes she scares the hell out of us because she'll already be in the location we're supposed to rotate into, and she'll be there investigating and just give you a nice little fright. So excited to see you, Jamie, tomorrow. I hope you're still going to be there tomorrow.
Oh wait, Jamie's at the Thomas house?
Yeah, bro.
I'm looking for sheets. And if you guys don't follow Jamie on Facebook, you need to follow her. We always say the adventures of Jamie. I love it because if she's going to an event, she does her own event prior and going home. And it's like she travels more than anybody I know. It's wonderful. Love it. It is.
Hi, Tanya.
Change.
Sorry, I didn't see you there, Tanya. Apparently, I've.
Well, you can. It's hard to see her. She weighs 4 pounds.
I apologize.
Laura Thompson. Nothing in Ohio. In Ohio State, I'm sure something close, but there's nothing. We're talking with Austin. Maybe something will work out for this year, for next year. But hello from New Jersey. We'll see you in November. Pennsylvania is on the books. We will be there, I believe, in June.
Yeah.
We got quite a few new locations we're going to in 23. So, and then we got
Infill House. You know what? We don't have anything in the books, but we'd love to go there sometime. We got to talk. Got to talk to the man.
To Mr. Dan. Nothing in Maryland, no.
Pinhurst. What's the deal with Pinhurst, Mike?
Nothing. They don't return our phone calls.
We've tried several times for the last couple of years. We'd love to get out there. I've only been there once. We filmed Ghost Asylum season 2, I think, out of Pinhurst. Amazing place. It's very tragic, the history of Pinhurst. It's very unnerving to listen to stories about that place. But we would love to go out there and do an event, but we just can't seem to get responses. We can't.
You know somebody? Tell them to answer the phone when we call.
Well, Donna, hook it up, girl. Come on. Chop, chop. Let's make it happen. Hook it up, and we would love to go out there, talk to them.
Ooh, Tracy, let me see. You have a contact at Penhurst? Come on. We know you. Kayla said season. No.
That's not right, because you were on season 3.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Kayla. It's like, I think
it was mixed up, right? The seasons, like, to us.
Yeah. I think the way it appears on Travel or on one of Discovery, it shows that there's 4. There was really 3 because 2 was broken up, something like that. But I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean.
3 seasons
wrong.
For everybody else. It was 4.
It's like, I know what you're talking about. You're wrong, but no, it's all good. But yeah, it probably appears that way. But anyway,
there's a Paracon in May at Pinhurst, but we're already booked up in May, so
yeah, it's okay, girl. It appears that way. No Gettysburg, no Eastern State. Oh man, everybody's asking for stuff we don't have. But anyway, hope to see you all this weekend. West Virginia. Now we haven't been there since we've been to
you and Doogie.
Park.
Oh yeah.
Jerome Jones is in the house.
What?
Whoa!
Hey man, I got to get you to repair my music box again. I broke it yet again. He's like, man, these guys only come around when they need me to fix mine.
Jeremy, I don't know. I texted Pam the other day. She said she's going to check where St. Patrick's weekend at the wonderful Jefferson Hotel in Jefferson, Texas. She said she thinks, again, there's 1 room available, but she's not sure. But you need to join us for that because
oh man, every time we go there, that's a blast. If you want to hear bad karaoke and see the best light show you've ever seen and hear sound that literally you can feel in your chest, it kind of like I've been scared a couple times listening to Jeremy's sound system. I've been like, all right, bro, we need to turn it down just a notch. I think I'm about to lose rhythm in my heart.
It's beautiful.
You know, the ghost hunt's over when you start hearing.
Hey, I will say this: a shout out to investigating over to Jefferson. I don't want to say in a long time. I'm going to say the only full EVP, full sentence EVP I've ever got was in the attic at. Well, we were both there in the attic at Jefferson, and a girl was asking. It didn't answer her question correctly because she was saying she was talking about somebody she was with the last time they were there, and she said, "You remember so and so's name was with us," but it didn't answer her correctly. But then when we played it back, it was a full sentence saying they want us to tell us our name in a whisper. They want us to tell us our name, and we were like, "What the fo?" And I mean, it was cool, and it was cool about that. It was on Jeremy's cassette, like reel to reel, play and record, stop, rewind, and it was captured on that. It was wonderful. That place is the real deal, right there, Nathan. Yeah, Jefferson Hotel is an incredible hotel and one hell of a good time. Nathan knows. Nathan knows.
Brian Lipinski, what? Brian Lapowski, as we call him.
Big Lapowski.
What about Indiana Sanatorium? We've tried there too. I don't know. You know, we try and we try, but
I think that's one Kennedy works at, and she hasn't pulled through, and she works there, volunteers it. We've been trying for a bunch of places. One day somebody will return our phone calls. Jamie D is in the house. She's late.
Jamie D!
You came up to the tail end of it, girl, but I'm going to throw this. We're going to miss you this weekend, Jamie. She's got adulting to do.
Oh, we get no Jamie this weekend?
No. But if you change your mind, there is an open room. But anyway, I'm going to have to hop off. I got a little man. I can still hear him in a crying.
All right. I do not, but I am going to get off here.
But you guys, thank you for a wonderful 2022. Sad to see it go, but we're ready to do bigger and better things coming at you in the next year. That we can promise you that there's going to be new locations. Our favorites will still be there, like the Thomas houses and the exchanges and all that stuff. But along with the new places, again, out of the country, we got cruise and hopefully some newness that you will be able to watch on some
for sure there
thing coming out. So it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a damn good year.
Yep.
Thanks,
Can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Excited to see all the peeps who are going to be there this weekend. If you guys are in the chat and you've never been with us before at an event, please come out and hang out with us. We have a blast. We love what we do, and we love doing it with you guys even more. So thanks, guys. Kayla, will tell Brandon that you love him. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love Brandon? I'll let him know. I think I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. But if you go to the Thomas house this weekend, you might get a surprise. See, you guys should come to the Thomas house. You never know who's going to show up. His name might begin with a bra and end with a nun.
He wears no bra on. Craig, don't forget the Craig tomorrow. We all know what that means. Everybody else is like,
the Craig? The Craig of FB?
Yes. Yeah, that's tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So, Tanya, hey, why don't you guys come out? You got nothing better to do. Grab that extra room.
Do it.
But yes, love you guys. Thank you so much again. And we'll see a good handful of you this weekend, and everybody else, we'll see you down the road at some point across this country in 23.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Love you. Mean it. See you down the road.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks again.